I just thought I'd do a quick portrait stream. We are watching the post-inauguration speech that the new president is making. I'm just trying to plug in my speakers right now so you can actually hear it. There they are. Let's see if you can hear now.
Has the chance to seize this opportunity like never before.
So he's just mentioned Obama and Biden and Harris and everyone else, and I don't know why. I'm editing the video because I had to basically, I was live and I had to essentially, well, my stream got terminated and I wasn't streaming to Twitch, so that stream is gone. I wasn't recording either, so I had to just record a video really quickly, and that's what you'll see later today once I finished editing. I'm a minute in, and I just see on my second monitor he's still making a speech, so that's what we're going to be reacting to now.
Catastrophic events abroad.
I hope this doesn't get taken down. It might get struck because you can hear him, but you need to be able to hear him. Otherwise, there's literally no point.
Prisons and mental institutions that have illegally entered our country from all over the world. We have a government that has given unlimited.
He's talking about immigration policy right now. I'll be interested to see sort of how things pan out, because it'll tell me whether sort of my intuitions on things were right or wrong once he actually gets into office.
People of North Carolina been treated so
well, not necessarily whether we were right or wrong. I'll tell that at the end of the 4 years, but we'll get a good idea of how things are going.
A hurricane that took place many months ago, or more recently, Los Angeles, where we're watching fires still tragically burn. From weeks ago, without even a token of defense, they're raging through the houses and communities.
It's not looking good for Gavin Newsom.
Some of the wealthiest and most powerful individuals.
Or Karen Bass. I didn't even know who she was until today. I'm not gonna lie. Not today. Until the fires.
Is unable to do anything about it. That's going to change. We have a public health system that does not deliver in times of disaster, yet more money is spent on it than any country anywhere in the world. And we have an education system that teaches our children.
What's really irritating is the fact that nobody's joining now, and my Wi-Fi's gone down. Like, I just keep getting this. Nobody's joining now, but the time when I didn't actually want to go live and talk to people, people were joining. There was like 20 people. But I am ready. Come, join in, have a conversation, ask questions. But she won't. It was usually after about, I think, 2 or 3 minutes that they started to come in anyway. So it should be right now. Also, my phone's on 29%, so hopefully we can wrap this up.
Election is a mandate to completely and totally reverse a horrible betrayal. And all of these many betrayals that have taken place. And to give
he's not pulling his punches, is he?
Their wealth, their democracy, and indeed their freedom. From this moment on, America's decline is over.
This comes across very strong. It really does. Obviously, I don't believe that everything was a betrayal, everything was decline.
Our liberties and
but
our nation's
across the world, leaders should hopefully be seeing this as strength.
We will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government.
And competency.
Over the past
what he's just literally said, because he speaks, he's got a nature of speaking which comes across well as a world leader. You can especially tell because we have had Joe Biden, who hasn't even been able to sort of put his points across. He's literally been falling asleep and mumbling and confusing the names of world leaders. That's not going to look good.
To take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear.
I actually remember that from the time, and yeah, that was shocking, to say the least. I was on Instagram on my phone, and it just comes up that he's been shot. Crazy. So Biden, everyone's still sitting there. I would love to put this in 1080p. Okay, I can actually see it now. It was in 480 before. It was barely working. Still nobody's joined. How are these random kids in the audience? They probably aren't random, but how are all these kids here and I'm not invited? I want to see this. I want to see every inauguration, mate.
Under our
Invite me.
administration of American patriots, we will be working
I
to
would
meet
not be
every
surprised if this is like a
crisis
half an
with
hour
dignity and
speech.
power and strength. We will
Obviously,
move
day
with
one is just going to be
purpose and speed to bring back hope, prosperity,
festivities,
safety,
literally.
and peace for citizens of every
It's just going to
race,
be
religion,
having
color,
fun and
and
gloating for him.
for American citizens. January 20th.
And for Vance and for the
2025
party. And all that.
Liberation Day.
Day two, we'll actually see how things are starting to go.
It is my hope that our recent presidential election will be remembered as the greatest and most consequential election in the history of our country.
We will see.
As our victory showed, the entire nation
We will
is
see.
rapidly unifying behind our agenda with dramatic increases in support from virtually every element of our society.
I'm going to
Young
plug
and
in.
old, men and women, African Americans, Hispanic
I'm all
Americans,
wrapped up.
Asian Americans, urban, suburban, rural, and very important.
I know, I don't want to show my mess in my room. Can you just get off my thing? Get off my tripod, please, right now. See this? We've got my monitor in the background, and back in charge.
To the Black and Hispanic communities for the tremendous outpouring of love and trust
There we go.
that you have shown.
Yeah,
me
my
with
phone
your
is
love.
going down very
We
quickly.
set records, and I will not forget it. I've heard your voices in the campaign, and I look forward to working with you in the years to come. Today is Martin Luther King Day, and his honor, this will be a great honor.
My
But in
screen's
his
not been
honor, we
taken
will
down yet.
strive together to make his
Screechy.
dream a reality. We will make his dream come true.
How much of that is actually sincere about the Martin Luther King thing? Does he actually... I think a lot of it would be. I don't think he's actually intrinsically so much of a racist person as people say that he is. But you've obviously got to question it with him.
National unity is now returning to America.
I would say
And
unity is
confidence
coming
and
back.
pride is
And I
soaring.
think if the left
Never
had
before.
won, I don't think it necessarily would have done, because I think
My
it would have just
administration will be
made them,
inspired by a
you know,
strong
be
pursuit
even
of
more
excellence
overconfident.
and unrelenting success. We will not forget our country. We will not forget our Constitution, and we will
And the right
not
even more bitter,
forget our God.
because the right are a big part of the problem as well. Hello, I've got a viewer. Welcome. I'm watching the inauguration
Today
speech.
I will sign
They're
a
gone.
series of historic executive
gone.
orders. With these actions, we will begin the complete restoration of America and the revolution of common sense. It's all about common sense.
Common sense. I think I mentioned that about 5 times in my video, not even in my live stream, but in my video. There's the thing like I see as being positive here. He's behind a glass window. That's usual, isn't it? They usually are behind a glass window. I know Biden was. That's not a Trump-specific thing. I probably won't watch the whole thing, to be honest, because I'm already getting a bit bored.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions
Biden's
of criminal
going to be
aliens
terrifying.
back to the
He's actually
places
sitting with
from
his
which
hand
they came.
kind of, he's like this.
We will reinstate my remain
He's probably
in
thinking, oh,
Mexico
no, I shouldn't have dropped
policy.
out. But the truth is, he wasn't going to win. He was probably thinking, though, I should have dropped out earlier so Kamala had a better chance.
Catch and release. And I will
Now that
send
the
troops
ideology is
to
coming in,
Southern
people
Ireland
aren't
to
clapping
repel
so
the disastrous
readily.
invasion of our
And I
country.
wouldn't be. I'll be honest. I'd be thinking about it before I did anyway.
Under the orders I signed today, we will
Everything
also
he
be
said.
designating the cartels as foreign terrorist organizations.
Of course. Of course. Why were they not? Seriously. Why were they not? I'm actually really enjoying this portrait live thing. It's fun. Also, I'm going to download this stream, so if it gets deleted, if I manage to get to the end of this speech and it's not been deleted, I will download it and upload it if it gets deleted. YouTube, you're not going to get me that easily.
US soil, including our cities and inner cities.
You cannot argue with that, with the cartel thing, you know, designating them as terrorists.
Commander-in-Chief, I have no higher responsibility than to defend our country from threats and invasions, and that is exactly what I am going to do. We will do it at a level that nobody has ever seen before.
I'm just going to move my tripod a little bit more in front,
all members
then I
of my
can
cabinet to marshal the vast powers at their disposal to defeat what was record inflation and rapidly bring down costs and prices.
You can only tell that there's a window in front of the podium thing, because Melania is like half in the window, half out. It looks really weird. There isn't a window. There literally isn't a window. There's little glass things on the little lectern stand things. That's what I'm seeing. I just really, really, really can't see. For anyone wondering why I got that so wrong. Oh, please do not go off live. Do not screw me over now.
America will be a
this is just another bit of content I can make, and I want to, so don't
no other manufacturing nation will ever have. The largest amount of oil and gas of any country on earth.
As somebody that is very climate change skeptical, in the sense that I actually believe that climate change is a thing, and I'm skeptical of what he's saying. You know, climate change reversal skeptical.
Reserves up again, right to the top.
I'm not glad, but also I think energy independence can only ever be a good thing, because you can't be dependent on countries like Russia.
Be a rich nation again, and it is that
so
liquid gold
balanced,
under our feet
It's not just
that will help to do it.
Climate change control at all costs.
New Deal, and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto industry and keeping my sacred pledge to our great American auto workers.
Everything he's getting clapped for right now is a revoking of things that came literally before, literally today before.
To buy the car of your choice.
And this presidency before.
We will build automobiles in America again.
Oh my gosh, look at my hair, bro. It looks so bad.
Just a few years ago.
It looks so bad.
And thank you to the auto workers of our nation for your inspiring vote of confidence. We did tremendously with their vote. I will immediately begin the overhaul of our trade system.
This is my side profile, so I'm not trying to watch it from the side.
Instead of taxing our citizens to enrich other countries, we will tariff.
YouTube can't tell that I'm watching a stream, can they? They're not clever enough to be able to audio match it. I love it. I've outsmarted YouTube.
We are establishing the External Revenue Service to collect all tariffs, duties.
This could be another thing that could go massively wrong. The tariff thing. Well, it couldn't go massively wrong, but it could go wrong. It could be quite hilarious that it could just not work the way that he thinks it's going to work. But it could work. It could definitely work. Who knows?
Will establish the brand new Department of Government Efficiency.
Doge, which isn't a proper department. Don't be fooled. But there's another thing. Vivek and Elon. Is this the first time he's going to mention both of their names? This whole speech.
After years and years of illegal and unconstitutional federal efforts to restrict free expression,
I've heard a lot of things about this, and that honestly it won't make a difference because it's not a real department. But who knows?
Free speech to America.
Bring back free speech. That's what you want, really. As long as people aren't saying stupid things. But then again, I mean, you can't really mandate that, can you?
Never again will the immense power of the state be weaponized to persecute political opponents. Something I know some